Well, hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Audi Sport Park here in Bavaria as Ingolstadt prepare to host Dynamo Dresden on matchday 13 of the German Dritte Liga. Well, these two sides very much in the conversation for promotion back to Bundesliga 2 at the start of the season. But for these two sides, it hasn't quite worked out like that just as yet. Die Schanzer, Ingolstadt, very inconsistent at the start of this season under new head coach Sabrina Wittmann, although they have managed to find a bit of form in recent weeks. Now 5 games unbeaten, but 3 of those matches a draw. Difficult to make big headway in the Dritte Liga table under those circumstances. However, a 5-3 thriller won here against Dortmund last week. And just one change made to that side by Sabrina Wittmann, which sees club captain Lucas Fröder come back into midfield. Back from his suspension for 5 yellow cards, with Max Plath dropping to the bench. Well, Ingolstadt's home form has been pretty good so far. 3 wins, 2 draws, just the 1 loss. 2 wins, 2 draws in their last 4 home games here. Bear in mind as well, the last 2 games at Ingolstadt have played a bit of 4-4 draw at Victoria Cologne and a 5-3 win here against Borussia Dortmund. It's lovely to be able to say that just maybe goals are guaranteed. Certainly in every game Ingolstadt have played this season, both teams have found the score sheet. No clean sheets for either side, and certainly neutrals will be hoping for more of the same today. Well, plenty of Dresden fans, of course, in the stands there today. There's the lineup as well. 3 changes from the side that won at 2-1 at home to Hanover last week. They changed to a back 4, Thomas Stamm, for that game. They've retained it for this one. Sascha Riesch comes in at left back for Philipp Heisser, who dropped to the bench despite 2 assists in that game against Hanover. Jonas Omerken comes in for his first start of the season in attacking midfield. Niklas Hauptmann out suspended after 5 yellow cards. And Olivia Batista Meyer comes in for Tony Menzel, who's dropped out of the squad completely for Dresden. No actual word as to exactly why that is. Assumed there's been some sort of late injury issue for the 19-year-old Phenom. Of course, no Stefan Kutschke either for Dynamo Dresden, still out suspended after picking up a straight red away to Wiesbaden a couple of games ago. 3-game ban given to the Dynamo Dresden club captain. And unfortunately for him, he'll be celebrating tomorrow's 36th birthday with at best a place in the stands. So our referee today then, Dr. Florian Exner, with Nikolai Kimea and Tobias Severins, the men with the flags, and Kenny Weber, our man in the technical area. Well, we're both Kutschke and Hauptmann out of the picture for Dynamo Dresden. Vinko Sapina comes in as the replacement captain. And it'll be very interesting to see just how Dynamo get on without 2 of their real bedrocks of this side, certainly over previous few years. Nicholas Hauptmann especially anchoring that midfield and providing great drive going forwards as well. So it's up to Vinko there to get his charges in the right frame of mind for this one. Sabrina Wittmann, well, I'm sure she'd love to see a better defensive performance here. Now, they have conceded 7 goals in their last 2 games. Mind you, they've scored 9. But I'm sure having captain Lucas Fröder back sweeping in front of that back 4 will help Ingolstadt here today. Around about 8,000 or so fans expected in the ground today for this one. Big contingent, as always, from Dynamo Dresden. It's Ingolstadt who get us underway in their black and red strip. Kicking from right to left in this first half. Good ball over the top from Marcel Kostli. Kopash picks up the ball in the area. Dinks it across, goal, diving header and just wide. Well, what a start that would have been. Max Masushkov arriving late in the area in the opening 30 seconds of the game. And the first clear chance already going to Dishanza. Is that a portent of what's to come in this game, I wonder? It honestly feels like there might be more Dresden fans in this ground than Ingolstadt. Dresden playing it short out of the back. Sapina dropping deep. His ball out intercepted. Ingolstadt still coming forwards, drawing the first foul of the game as well. A little foot in there. Well, Sebastian Gröning. Sebastian Gröning made his debut in this fixture last year. Did the Danish striker, the number 11 for Ingolstadt, scored the second goal in a 2-1 win as well. Just after coming on as a substitute. What an impact he had. Well, adore to have the same impact here today. Already 6 goals, 2 assists to his name this campaign, Sebastian Gröning. Marcel Kostli just goes over to have a little chat with Felix Keidel. He's going to swing this one in right-footed. Plenty of shirts to aim at in there. Headed away at the near post by Omerchen. Sasha Riesch now brings the ball forward. Slightly heavy touch there. Couldn't quite get the ball through to Jakob Lemmer. Scrambled out for a throw by Ingolstadt. It's been interesting to see this season that a number of sides have moved to a back three in the summer compared to last season anyway. Dynamo Dresden, one of those sides, with the new coach Thomas Stamm. He has now abandoned that back three, at least for the moment. Gone to the, we say, more standard back for Lemmer getting involved here. Omerchen gets the ball in towards Deferner. Deferner couldn't quite take the ball with him on the turn. Keidel making progress down the left, an inverted full-back, and now Ingolstadt can come forwards. That ball just a little bit ahead. Dennis Zeitzler. Zeitzler made his first start last week for Ingolstadt, the number 38 for the hosts today. Grabbed a goal and an assist in that goal fest against Dortmund. And the offside flag goes up. Now probing down the left. Batista Meyer brings the ball back inside, picks the ball up again just over halfway, pings it long, looking for the run of Deferner. Sapina mops up in midfield. Ingolstadt say they have, statistically at least, the worst defence in the Dritte this season. They do score plenty of goals as well, and Omerchen somewhat miscuing his attempted volley. I think there was a defensive foot in there, was there maybe? Indeed there was. So, first corner of the game for Dynamo Dresden. Marius Funk organising his defence, such as it is. Batista Meyer looks like he fancies taking this one. Sharp haircut for Batista Meyer since last saw him a couple of weeks ago. Batista Meyer to Riche. Riche eventually goes for the back post, a little bit deep. Sapina couldn't quite make room for the shot, and then the shot does come in from Omek and deflects over the bar, and that'll be another Dynamo Dresden corner. Well kept in play there, no room really for Sapina to get the shot in. And that was not far over the bar, was it, despite the deflection from Omek? Oh, actually just skimmed the top of it. No, Dresden take the corner short again. Riche to Meyer. Meyer to Omek. It's got Lemmer alongside him. Omek, though, feeds the ball into the area, headed away. Sturner gets the ball back in play to Kammerknecht. Well, the Lille from Deferner didn't quite go according to plan. It's nice play in midfield, though. Then the ball over the top, a searching one, the keeper. Tim Schreiber quickly off his line. Long ball into the channel. Lemmer does well to bring that ball down. It's a second bite of the cherry as well. Lemmer battling well. Wins a corner too. Encouragement there for Jakob Lemmer. Hasn't hit his best form in the league so far this season, just the one assist. Banged in a couple of goals against Darmstadt though in midweek in that extra time loss in the second round of the Cup against Darmstadt. Home fans making plenty of noise behind that goal as Meyer feeds the corner in. Doesn't find a yellow shirt. Riche tackled on the edge of the area. And he's managed to win himself the free kick as well. That's in a dangerous position for Dynamo Dresden. Referee taking a couple of extra seconds to decide if that was a foul or not. Looks like Batista Meyer fancies the free kick here. Let's have a look at this one. Goes to clear the ball. Gets cleaned out, quite frankly, by Zeitler. A little bit clumsy from the 17-year-old. Inexperienced, perhaps. Now then. Riche and Meyer standing over this. It's a very tempting free kick, maybe a little bit too close to the area to get the ball up and down in time. Look at that top right as we look at it, and well, Meyer went for that top corner but couldn't quite get the flight right, the number 7. Ingolstadt bringing the ball out of defence with Marcel Kosti, the ball flicked on. Riche defending well. Ball out, not the best, but deflection working well, and that's a very poor back pass. No one really looked out there to see if there was a Schanzer player on the intercept, and there very nearly was. Some excitement there for Sabrina Wittmann. Well, Ingolstadt spent the last 2 seasons in the Dritte Liga after spending a good amount of time in Bundesliga too. They haven't really threatened to go back up yet. 2 mid-table finishes since their demotion. And they're mid-table again at the moment, although a couple of wins and they can be right up there in the promotion shake-off. So good interplay down the right-hand side there. Lovely ball down the line. Starting to stretch Dynamo defence here. Ball into the air, but that's a poor one, straight into the hands of Schreiber. Dresden playing it short at the back, and then the ball out, not a good one. Ingolstadt straight back on the attack here. And the Dynamo press pushes Deschanza back into their own half again. Now the ball being brought back over the halfway line. Costly does well to keep the ball in play there. Sjetinovic feeds the ball forward. Ball fed into the back post, headed back across goal, hooked clear by De Ferner, I think it was. Goes all the way back to Marius Funk. Did that ball stay in play? No, it didn't. A loose touch there from Zeitler. Closing down from the Ingolstadt midfield. This time Max Besushkov. Summer signing from Hanover. Made a good impact on the midfield areas for Ingolstadt. But they've lost out there. Lemmer feeds the ball forward, but De Ferner checked his run just at the wrong moment. Now Ingolstadt freeing up some space, cutting back inside, changing the play, going out to the right-hand side to Costa, who volleys the cross in, but into the hands of Schreiber. Nice build-up though. Zeitler was nearly on the end of that as well. Marcel Kostli does create a huge amount down that right-hand side for Ingolstadt. Already 4 assists and a goal this season. Last season, 2 goals and 8 assists. He's on course to do somewhat better than that this term if he carries on the way he's going. Marcel Kostli, as Sapina tries to turn that one over the top, looking for the run of Omerken. Everyone missed that one in the air. Eventually, Kassar takes control. Now Sapina. Sapina looks up, pings that ball over the top, looking for the run of Lemmer. Is there too much on it? Well, just a little bit too much. Lemmer, though, does prevent the goal kick. On throw down the line, half intercepted by Kammerknecht. So the change from a back 3 to a back 4, I mean, it's not a huge change for Dresden. They were sort of flicking between the two formations very much in real time earlier this season, especially with the likes of Alias Kassar in the side, who sort of just drifts between central defence and central midfield quite naturally during the course of a game. Now, ball in, half intercepted, and all of a sudden it's opened up here for Kopash. Well, the defender just getting back in time, and now the free kick given away by Kassar, and he's got a yellow card as well. And Kassar, the number 17 for Dresden, came into the game, the only man here on 4 yellow cards, and he will now be suspended for Dresden's next game, away to bottom side Osnabrück. I'll say without seeing a replay, it looked a little bit harsh, that yellow card. Now Keidel, the left back, standing over this one. Very much seems to be in charge of the set pieces today for Ingolstadt. Felix Keidel against Tim Schreiber. Keidel goes with a shot to Fletz, and well, straight into the grateful arms of Schreiber. Looked like that one somehow ended up going through the wall. Ooh, a late challenge coming in there from Lucas Frode. Kassar, the man tagged, and Frode, who himself has only just come back from a suspension for 5 yellow cards, already back in the book again for the 6th time this season. Yeah, very yellow, isn't it? Two of the defensive midfield linchpins of these sides already putting their mark on each other as Kamaknet thinks about the free kick. I don't think that was the best of passes, quite frankly, to Sabina. Now goes all the way back to Schreiber. Lemmer unable to get on the end of that, eventually headed back all the way to Marius Funk. Space for Keidel. And that closed down by Sturner. I think Sabrina Wittmann will be quite a bit happier with the way her side are playing in the early stages of this one compared to last week's game against Dortmund here. 2-0 down after 25 minutes, and the coach was not a happy bunny. Crossfield ball just about works out well, picked up by Omerken. Dresden thus far struggling a little bit to break down this Ingolstadt back four. Two sides in a lot of cases just cancelling each other out at the moment. Kassar turns on the ball, gets it out to Sturner. Now Lemmer has to go all the way back to Kamaknet. Back to the keeper once more. Ingolstadt winning the ball high up the pitch here. Attempted cross blocked. Costly though on the follow-up. Forster infield. Still Costly on the ball here. Plays a little 1-2. Has the pop at goal. Oh, that's not wide of the upright either. And the keeper was getting absolutely nowhere near that one. Costly just able to run in field. No one really tracked him. Plenty of time. That is really not far wide at all, is it? I'm going to say the keeper absolutely nowhere. Well, that's a couple of times now Ingolstadt could quite easily have taken the lead. They had that flying header in the first few seconds of the game as well. Oh, the crossfield ball is a poor one. Ball back inside, lots of dark shirts there in the area. Eventually Schreiber gets an intercept in there, just about taking the ball away from Besushkov. Oh, Dynamo Dresden, their own worst enemy there. Playing themselves into trouble. Under pressure. Ferner unable to make any sort of impact on the game so far, the number 33 for Dresden. Dare I say it, Dresden also missing that drive from midfield from Niklas Hauptmann. Jakob Lemmer struggling to get much out of Keidel so far. Just had that one run in behind earlier in the game. Sapina dinks that one over the top, but Omerkon not going to get to that one. And that's pretty easy for Marius Funk. Nice play here from Ingolstadt, playing their way out of defence. Deichmann takes the throw quickly, but from too far in front of where the ball went out to play. Scored a brace in that game against Dortmund. So Ingolstadt scored 9 in their previous 2 games. Midway through the first half, it's somewhat of a surprise to find that it's still 0-0, especially when you combine that with their worst defence in the Dritte Liga as well. Well, that's well won by De Ferner. And then it's all a little bit... No real directness to the play at the moment. That's better though. And a nice run into the area too. Ball cross goal, and that's only just wide of the upright. Well, well, well. Great run. Breaking the lines. Just wide from Elias Kassar. Not necessarily known for his forays forward. Hasn't got a goal or an assist yet so far this season. Nice first touch from Kopash. In behind. Sturner prods the ball forward, and that's good goalkeeping again from Tim Schreiber. He's been a busy boy in the opening 25 minutes as the Dynamo Dresden stopper. This time Getting out quickly to admire Dennis Zeitler. Well played, Tim Schreiber. Well, encouragement for both sides in the last few minutes, but again the ball given away by Dynamo in their own half. Zeitler told to get up after trying to draw the foul from Kammerknecht. Kassa turns on the ball, makes himself some space, gets the ball out to Lemmer on this near side. Lemmer will want some support. Instead flicks the ball in there, cleared from just inside the area. Kopash now. Funk goes long. And a handball from Groening on halfway. Rather a swinging arm, I think, as he competed for that in the air. Hasn't made much of an impact on the game yet. Sebastian Groening. Has made a bit of an impact though on Lucas Boda. Pina works himself into some space. Now Kammerknecht brings the ball over halfway. Space for Sturner. Sturner doesn't get anything out of Keidel though. Now Lammer. Kassa dispossessed on the edge of the area. The ball back with Kammerknecht again. Home fans not happy, they thought there was a foul in there. Kammerknecht lucky to get away with that one. Zeitler didn't quite know where the ball was, luckily for the Sri Lankan centre-back. Now Meyer drives down to the byline, stands a nice ball up, well taken though by Funk. Costly trying to bring the ball forward, but now it's Ingolstadt's turn to give the ball away in a dangerous area, and it's Omerken bringing the ball forwards now for Dresden. A couple of lollipops, then the shot comes in, but he's pushed that well wide. There's the Dresden midfielder. Not easy coming in for your first start of the season. A different mentality than coming off the bench, hoping to make an impact. Ingolstadt just looking to build up from the back here. So they were 2-0 down by this point against Dortmund last week. And they're coming forwards here. Dijkman can't get that one past Riesch. We have been promised, by the way, by Thomas Stamm, maybe some earlier substitutions than usual, due to the extra game in midweek, just trying to rotate his squad a bit without necessarily rotating the starting 11 too much. Looks like Sasha Riesch is going to get a yellow card as well. Yes, he is. Well, I do hope the referee isn't making a rod for his own back here. 3 yellow cards in the opening few minutes, or opening half hour, and that did not look that bad. Sascha Reach, not Paul Will, who left in the summer. So, dangerous free kick here for Ingolstadt, defending to be done for Dresden. Keidel goes short. Now it's fired in there and palmed away by Schreiber at the near post. Costly it was with another shot, having come so close earlier in the first half. This time forcing the save out of Schreiber. Been much the busier of the two goalkeepers. Somehow, though, this game's still 0-0. Chances at both ends. Keidel again with the corner. Lots of black shirts to aim at. Just about hacked away at the near post, and now maybe a chance on transition here. Meyer does well to keep the ball alive and just about coming forwards, but then Deferner doesn't get the lucky deflection. And now Keidel in space on that right-hand side, feeds the ball over the top for the runner. And it's Jakob Lemmer, of all people, the right winger, coming across to make the defensive interception. Omerkin as well to keep the ball in play, try to draw the foul. Out of Simon Lorenz. I beg your pardon, out of Lucas Froder, who's already on a yellow card. The foul actually going against the Dresden player. Trying to flick it over there. Well, there's not a foul either way, really, is there? Absolutely nothing there at all. Nice play from Ingolstadt, making some space on that right-hand side. Now the ball comes forward to Zeichler. Zeichler with lots of options, goes for the shot himself. Rather scuffs it and goes well wide of Tim Schreiber's upright. Good confidence, though, from the 17-year-old. Maybe his teammates think it's a little misplaced. It all opened up there, no one really closing down the 17-year-old front man. Why not have a go? Must be so full of confidence after his first start last week. Zeichler. Goal and assist there. Omerkin tries to flick that one over. Rather scruffy from Ingolstadt. Eventually get the ball clear. Now it's back with Sascha Reach. Good turn on the ball there from Meyer. Goes past one. Meyer still coming forwards into the area, and then a really good defensive block on the edge of the area. Deichmann wins himself a throw over that on that far side. Sapina does well to win the ball in midfield. Now they can come forwards, Dresden. Change of direction, doesn't quite come off. Can't find the run of Deferner. Kopash. Now ball back with Costly again. A little bit casual this from Ingolstadt. The ball eventually cleared long by Funk. Kammerknecht just lobs the ball into the centre circle. Froder takes control. Gröning tips the ball off, and maybe an opportunity there for Zeichler, but the deflection runs through to Tim Schreiber. Well, certainly Sabrina Wittmann very unhappy with her team's defending against Dortmund. She did say that the first goal we conceded annoyed me unbelievably. I'm always told that my grey streak in my hair is getting a little longer, and after the game I get one or two more. It's turbulent and exciting, she said. But yes, the first goal we conceded annoyed me unbelievably because we let a great opening phase slip away. Well, they haven't let anything slip away so far, Ingolstadt. They've certainly been the better side in the opening 6 minutes. They've created the better openings. They've been putting better pressure on the ball as well. And now Dresden come forward. Nice ball in. Deferner again, though. Beaten in the air. Plenty of effort from the number 33, but thus far, not getting much in the way of service from the rest of the side. I must say, when you look at the options on the bench for Thomas Stab, it's not looking particularly great. Certainly from an attacking point of view. They do have Philip Heiss, the left back or left wing back, who can come in for Sasha Riesch, but I'm not sure that changing left backs is necessarily the biggest of their problems at the moment, Dresden. They're not really taking any control in the middle of the park, letting Ingolstadt build up and through them far too easily at the moment. It is, however, still 0-0. All square. Well, yes, Kassar couldn't quite get the flick that he wanted on that one. And then Lemmer pinged for the foul on Besushkov. Sabrina Wittmann, the first female head coach in German football in the top 3 divisions in the professional side of things. So he came in with 3 games to go last season, got 2 draws and a thumping 6-1 win in those 3 games. Enough for her to be given the job on a full-time basis. Oh, and the Kopash nearly winning the ball there. Kameknek doing well just to shepherd the ball out of play. Dynamo still insisting on playing the ball out short, playing themselves into all sorts of trouble here. They're not careful. Eventually it's just hoofed down the line. Well flicked on though by Lemmer. And the ball through, just not quite right for Omaken. Sapina changes direction. Nice ball through. Deferner could have turned on that, but decided to lay it off instead. Plenty of room, the 33 there, just for once. Sapina feints left, goes right. Meyer feeds the ball into the area. Plenty of space here. Is that the opener? Oh my word, and how on earth has Kassar missed that? He's had 2 spikes in it and missed it completely. Massive frustration for the Slovenian. Well, Dresden's best chance of the game. Deferner, all of a sudden, the ball came into the area. Deferner had no one near him. Bizarre defending from Ingolstadt. Sabrina Wittmann probably spitting feathers in the technical area. Kopash cuts inside. Nice pass into Gröning. Now Costley on the right. Costley. His cross deflects out. And we've got a Dynamo player down in the area. Now, is that a foul or a... Is it indeed an offside, I wonder? That looks like Claudio Kamaknecht. What's happened here? He's just been clipped by Kopash in the area. It looked completely inadvertent, must say. Kopash not even looking in his direction. Well, 5 minutes, 4 minutes plus stoppages for Kamaknecht to walk that one off. One thing that Thomas Stamm does have is defensive reinforcements, at least. Lars Bunning be pole position to take over from Kamaknecht if he can't carry on after half-time. Though he's more of a left-sided defender than right-side, such as Kamaknecht, so there would need to be a little bit of a reshuffle. Oh, nice turn in midfield. Now, Sturner lofts the ball in. Too much on it, though. Easy for the keeper. Ball driven cross field, looking for Zeitler. Kopash turns inside. Still Kopash. Oh, he's brought down on the edge of the area by Kamaknecht. Yellow card for the Dresden centre-back, who's now got a knock to his left arm as well as to his right foot. And Ingolstadt have a free kick in a very dangerous place. Kamaknecht looks like he's done something to his left arm there. Have another look here. Comes across. Well, definitely a foul. Not quite sure about the left arm. Now then, is this, if anything, a little bit too close to the penalty area? Keidel will fancy this on his right foot. Sushkov standing over this as well. Oh, interestingly, Keidel setting up to hit this with his left foot. Instead, it's the right foot goes in, and there's the opener. Max Sushkov with his third goal of the season. And Ingolstadt into a deserved lead here in the 44th minute. They've pushed Dresden throughout the first half. They finally got their reward. Well, the keeper just trying to cheat over to his left-hand side in case Sushkov went over the wall. But in the end, couldn't defend the part of the goal that he was responsible for. And Sushkov taking full advantage. Well, that will put the cat amongst the pigeons now for Dynamo Dresden. They've lost their last 2 away games. They don't want to make it 3 in a row. Certainly, if they want to remain in the conversation for promotion, Thomas Stamm's side. They've got a minute to go before half-time. They'll probably just want to steady the boat and get some wise words from the coach at the break. Sabrina Wittmann, meanwhile, will be delighted. Her side, good value for that lead. Finally, making one of those chances count. Sapina. Crossfield ball for Sturner. Sturner lays it off to Meyer. Not many options here for Meyer, though. Who's he going to pass it to? Well, Ferner drops deep. Vinko Sapina with the shot from A good 30 metres out. And the only thing stopping that getting up in the stands was the netting. Going to first half stoppage time here at the Audi Sport Park. 2 minutes added on. At the end of the opening 45. Funk goes long, flicked on by Gröning. Kammerknecht forced into a rather hurried clearance. That's nicely taken down by Kopash. Eventually robbed by Sturner, who also wins himself a free kick. Beautiful piece of skill though from Kopash to bring that ball down. Well, the Dynamo Dresden fans are not about to give up on this one, I can assure you of that. Now Kammerknecht brings the ball over halfway. Laid off by Meyer to Sturner. Kopash intercepts, puts the ball out of play. Less than a minute to go in this first half now. Ingolstadt defending a 1-goal lead. Keidel gets in the way of that. Throw goes down, nothing given by the referee. Deferner turns the ball into the area. I think it's Omerken who's gone down there, nothing given by the referee. Not the first time he's gone down rather easily, must be said in this first half. Omerken. Now a bit of space for Sasha Reich. Will he have a pop at goal? No, he puts the ball in the area and it deflects over the crossbar for a Dresden corner. Deferner's first real look at goal there. He's trying to G his teammates up as well. Have they got time to get this corner taken before the half-time whistle goes? They do need to get a move on here, Dynamo Dresden. Looks like Meyer's going to whip this one in. He does need to get on with it though. 2 minutes are now up. Ball whipped in, headed away at the near post. And there goes the whistle for half-time here at the Audi Sport Park. And it's Ingolstadt who lead the way at half-time. A single goal to nil at the moment. Max Masushkov, the difference maker between the two sides, with a superbly struck direct free kick into the top corner. Maybe criticise the placement of Tim Schreiber in the Dynamo Dresden goal, but it was a fine strike nonetheless, and no less than Ingolstadt deserved after a first half in which they've pretty much dominated proceedings here. Had a number of chances go close, but had to wait till the 44th minute to take the lead. Max Masushkov with the goal, and it's Ingolstadt who lead by 1-0 at half-time. welcome back then to the Audi Sport Park as Ingolstadt lead Dynamo Dresden by 1-0 at half-time. And Thomas Stamm well ahead of the game. He promised us some early substitutions, or earlier than usual anyway. It looks like there's one right there with Robin Meissner stripped and ready to come on the pitch. It will be interesting to see just who he replaces in that Dresden lineup. It's been fairly dysfunctional in that first half. Certainly Thomas Stamm not finding it easy here. I must say though, looking at results, or as things stand around the grounds this afternoon in the Dritte Liga, not all is lost for Dynamo Dresden. If they can find a way of turning this round for a win, they could actually be top of the table by the end of the day. And that is because leaders Energie Cottbus currently losing 2-0 away to Rot-Weiss Essen, and Sandhausen currently 2-0 down at home to 1860 Munich of all teams. So they're only 2 points behind coming into this game, Dynamo Dresden, and if they could turn this round to a win, they could be top. Now then, 2 changes being made. So Claudio Kammerknecht, who took that knock just before half-time, replaced by Lars Bunning. And Robin Meissner also coming on. 4 goals already to his name this season. Haven't seen exactly who he came on for. We'll figure that one out as we go along. Dresden get us underway then for the second half. They're in their usual yellow. Deschanze, our hosts, in their black and red strip. Leading by a 1-0. Max Vysushkov with a fantastic direct free kick just before the break. The difference between the two sides, although Ingolstadt had a few chances to take the lead in that first half. Confirmation, Claudio Kammerknecht off with what looked like a knock to his right ankle that he picked up just before half-time. In fact, it was just before he gave away the free kick from which the opening goal was scored, in fact. Better movement this. Now the ball comes to Meyer. Set it up on the edge of the area. Then the shot, or attempted shot, coming across from Meissner. In fact, it's Christoph de Ferner who's been withdrawn for Dresden, so no real change of formation, just a change of heads in the team here. Now, corner taken short by Dresden. Still not managed to get the ball in the area yet. Meyer just eased off the ball on the edge of the area. Here's Oliver Batista Meyer. Keidel trots across. So normally a midfielder. It's Felix Keidel, 21 years of age. Another one of the products of the Ingolstadt Youth Academy. He's quite a decent prospect too, filling in at left back despite being right-footed and normally being a midfielder, but doing a good job there so far. Jakub Lemmer not getting much change out of him on that right-hand side for Dresden in the first half. Now Sapina. The ball through to Meissner. He couldn't quite find room for the turn. Omerken eases his man off the ball, keeps the ball in play too. Omerken drives into the area, can't get room for the cross, does win a corner. Lots of yellow shirts to aim at there. Omerken just couldn't quite get the ball out before the defender came across. Now Meyer and Omerken go over for the corner. sorry, Sasha Reach, I beg your pardon, the left footer. Early opportunity this for Dresden. It's going to be the outswinger to the near post, flicked on. Bit of a melee in the area, and eventually Sapina deflects it out for a goal kick. Dynamo Dresden don't have the best of records here at the Audi Sport Park over the years. 10 previous matches between these two here. 6 wins for Ingolstadt, 3 draws, just 1 win for Dynamo Dresden, that coming back in March 2023. 3-2 win here. They take another one of those for certain. Lemmer lays the ball off. Just seems to be a little bit of a disconnect here for Dresden between the defence and midfield. Meyer now dropping deep. Bunning under pressure does well. Nicely laid off, and Reich just about keeps the ball in play. Omerkin battling away over there, eventually digs a cross out, but too close to the goalkeeper, and he quickly gets the ball out again, and Ingolstadt straight onto the attack here, over halfway with Kopash. Tries to turn inside, and then Rugby tackles his man to the ground as the Polish midfielder. He then made no effort to get out of the way of the free kick being taken. Can't help thinking early in the season that would have been a yellow card. Maybe depending on the exactly which division of football you're watching. Looks like Boda has moved across to the right hand of the two central defenders. With Lars Bunning, I say he's very much a left-sided defender. He can play left-back, much more comfortable on the left side of a back two or a back three. Dresden with the ball on the edge of the area. Meyer tiptoes his way through, the ball back in towards Meyer, but scrambled away by Ingolstadt. Good defensive header there. The good control at the second time of asking from Sapina. Oh, given away by Boda. Kopash gets the ball away to Deichmann, and in fact the referee waves play on. And Sapina looks nonplussed there by the yellow card being waved in his direction. That's for the earlier challenge. That challenge there. Vinko Sapina. Just a second booking of the season for the Dresden midfield. They've already scored from one free kick, Ingolstadt. Keidel might consider going for goal from here. There's no wall as such. It is quite a long way out. And he goes for the short one. Now the shot comes in, but it's been dragged wide, and that's easily seen off by Tim Schreiber. Again, Dresden playing it short out from the back. Sterner, though, losing out eventually. Looks like an offside there against Kopash. Diagonal ball, looking to get in behind Keidel. That's a brilliant piece of defending from the 21-year-old. Slightly slightly bizarre looking back pass to follow it. Put straight out of play by the keeper, a hand up of apology for a 21-year-old. So it was an ambitious back pass, that's certain. Sapina as well to keep the ball there. Ball eventually clipped in towards the 6-yard box, but just drifts behind for a goal kick. No chance for Omerkin to get on the end of that one. He's probably the shortest player on the pitch anyway. Oh, he will keep an eye on how the other results are going around the grounds here. Sapina tries to float one in for the run of Lemmer, but just got that slightly wrong, and again straight into the hands of Funk, who gets the ball to Keidel, who brings the ball up over halfway. He's been unopposed here. He's come forwards, 50 metres, no tackles come in from Keidel. Drifts the ball across towards Deichmann. Costly looking at his options from the throw. If I remember rightly, he does have a long throw in his locker here, this Marcel Costly. It's a good long throw, and it's flicked on the edge of the area. Still not cleared by Dresden, then the ball through just drifts out for a goal kick. Oh, 10 minutes into the second half, Dresden on the front foot mostly, but still looking vulnerable at the back here. Again, playing themselves almost into a corner there, but now they can come forward. There's an Ingolstadt player down on the edge of the Dresden area. Went down all on his own, actually. Hopefully nothing too serious, as Sturner gets the ball across goal. Again, not the best of crosses. When they do get into position, Dresden, they've got to take advantage. Funk clears the ball long, flicked on. Intercepted by Bunning. Kassar turns the ball over to that right-hand side. Lemmer faced by Keidel. Little 1-2, gets him in behind, then he flicks the ball in, headed away by Sjetinovic. What have Dresden got here? They've lost their last 2 away days in the Drita League, and they can't afford to make it 3 in a row. Say a win here, they could go top. If results remain as they are around the grounds, also doing them a favour. Erzgebirge are at the moment, 1-0 up at home to Saarbrücken. Started the day level on points with Dresden. Trying to put pressure on the ball there, Dynamo, but not getting much for their efforts. Bode forced to go all the way back to Schreiber, who comes out of his area to pick that one up. Now Bunning. Sapina moving into space in midfield. Going to need the stand-in captain to take more on in those midfield areas. They're coming forwards now. Lemmer with the shot. The keeper scrambles it, and Omerkin heads it over the line. Dresden back on level terms, or are they? I think they are, you know. The flag hasn't gone up. Dynamo Dresden back on level terms. And for Jonas Omerkin, the Dresden youth product, a first ever goal for his boyhood club. Lemmer picked the ball up on the edge of the area, shifted it onto his weaker left foot. The keeper could only scramble it clear, and Omerkan just about got enough of a contact on it to head the ball over the line. And almost out of nothing there, Dresden back on level terms and right back in this game now. And I'm guessing that'll go down as a second assist of the campaign for Jakob Lemmer as well. Having had the shot, as Besushkov, the Ingolstadt goal scorer, goes down in the centre circle. Oh, ball in, and the keeper comes a long way off his line, clatters into everyone. The shot eventually comes in, then cleared. We've got another Dynamo player down. We've got two players down and not really moving in the area here. Lars Bunning on the left for Dresden. And it's Groening who's gone down and not really moved for Ingolstadt. Tim Schreiber came flying off his line. Clattered into the pair of them by the looks of it. Let's have a look here. Good ball over the top. Groening just about onside. Yeah, clattered. Well, he came out, got the ball. Well, Bunning's only just come on as a substitute at half-time for the injured Kammerknecht. Not much in the way of... well, they got David Kabata, the 21-year-old on the bench, the number 39. He could come on, or alias Kassar could move back from defensive midfield into central defence. Groening looked like he was absolutely flattened by Schreiber on that one. Definitely contact to the head. Hopefully the Dane is okay. And looks like Philip Heiser is getting ready to come on for Dresden as well. That could be Sascha Risch's day done and dusted. Good to see Lars Bunning up and moving as well. Bunning just being directed to go off, to be invited back on by the referee. As is usual, if the trainers have to come on and take a look at you. Both players back on. All seemed a bit unnecessary, really. It is doing things by the book. If you're going to let them back on before play starts, why make them go off the pitch in the first place? Would be common sense, surely. Now Costly on this near side. Drifts the ball up the line. Well won by Riesch in the air against Deichmann. Now pinged over the top for the run of Meyer on this left-hand side. Can he keep the ball in play? No, he can't. Not quite had the impact he'll be hoping for, I think, Batista Meyer. Not in this game so far, anyway. Sapina's ball forward. Easily intercepted. That's a nice layoff though from Meissner to Lemmer. And it's still Lemmer. He has the pop at goal, Lemmer, and that's a brilliant save from Marius Funk. Well, Lemmer scored twice in midweek in the cup. He's got the thirst for goals. Great strike from the number 10, and a well saved as well by Funk. Lots of yellow shirts to aim at in the area here for Meyer. Goes for the back post. The keeper gets a good strong fist on that one. Now picked up by Lemmer. Lemmer goes past his man. Still lots of yellow shirts in the area to aim at. Whips the ball in, but it's a waste and straight at the goalkeeper. It's Bunning. Goes down under not much contact from the keeper as he tried to bring the ball forward. So how are Ingolstadt going to respond to it, conceding that goal early in this second half? I'd say they were definitely the better team in the opening 45, deserved that half-time lead. I will not be happy to have conceded a goal, a headed goal at that, to, I'm pretty certain, the shortest man on the pitch. Schreiber coming a long way off his line again, this time clattered by Groening. Groening not happy. Well, keeper gets there first, gets clattered. Possibly making a bit of a meal of it, although there might be a bit of leftover from that previous contact with Groening in the Dresden area a few minutes ago. Confirmation that Sasha Risch is about to be replaced by Philipp Heiser, the 33-year-old from Karlsruhe in the summer. 2 assists against Hanover last week. Looks like going to Sterner. So both fullbacks replaced then for Dynamo, with Jan Handrik Marks coming on. Former Ingolstadt player, in fact, Marks. Not made much of a impact since arriving in the summer from Eintracht Braunschweig. This is his 3rd substitute appearance since his arrival. Ball over the top, and they're in behind here, Ingolstadt. Zeitler, though, didn't win the corner he was hoping for. Nearly midway through the second half here at the Audi Sport Park. Great atmosphere between the two sets of fans. Lots. A couple of thousand, I think, of the Dynamo fans making the trip for this one down to Bavaria. Now Kassa spreads the ball out right to Marks. Well, those fresh legs out wide for Dresden give them a little bit more oomph and emphasis coming forwards now. Heiser tries to feed that one into Omerken, but Kostli defends well. Can't always say that about Marcel Kostli. He's a fantastic attacking right back, but defensively perhaps not so sound. Well, that probably, as much as anything, comes from being part of a not particularly sound defensive unit in the first place. That's well played by Marks into some space, and there's more changes coming up for Ingolstadt. Now the ball put in deep towards Omerken, who, with the best will in the world, is never going to win that ball in the air. I know he's scored with a header already, but high balls into the area like that, he's not going to get onto the end of. Boda wins the ball in the air. Dijkman Puts the ball right back to the centre-back, and now Dresden coming forwards again. Lemmer spreads the ball out to the right. Now Pina comes forward, looks up, whips the ball into the area, and the header goes wide from Meyer. Never really got to that one, just needed to be an inch or two higher there, Meyer. Here come the Ingolstadt changes. Well, Dykman's been very quiet indeed on the right-hand side. He's done very little. Benjamin Kanjuric, the Austrian midfielder, coming on in his place. Dennis Zeitler has had his moments and is replaced by Dennis Borkowski, who spent the last 2 seasons on loan at Dynamo Dresden from Red Bull Leipzig before making a permanent move to Ingolstadt in the summer. Had an assist last week and a goal against Sandhausen a couple of weeks before that. So Sabrina Wittmann not afraid to make changes. Here's Kanjuric, the substitute. Dances past Omerken. Only one substitute left for Thomas Stamm, by the way. There's not a lot left on his bench, to be perfectly honest. Certainly not when you think of attacking options. They've got Dmytro Bogdanov, the Ukrainian forward, 17 years of age, yet to score a senior goal. Just 4 substitute appearances so far this season. He made his debut against Verl at the back end of the last campaign. Not a lot else though on that Dynamo bench. Sapina tries to draw in the challenges as oh, that's just wide. Alias Kassa letting fly from distance. Dresden appear to be the team on the up here as we go into the final 20 minutes. Ingolstadt holding on a little bit here. Well, certainly had the keeper worried. Looked like he just pulled his hand out of the way to avoid giving away the corner. That's well played by Omerken, winning the ball in midfield. Kassa changes the play. Space here for Meissner. He's got Lemmer coming in up behind him. Doesn't manage to get past Keidel though. In fact, gives away the free kick. A little hand on the shoulder there. Either way, with that Dresden goal, means that now 13 matches into the season, and in every single Ingolstadt game this season, both teams have scored. As Kopash goes down on halfway, the referee blows up against Lemmer. Looks like he might just have rolled something there as he came in for the ball. Didn't seem to be all that much fault to attach to Lemmer on that one. Oh, it looks like Kopash might have done something. That could be ligaments, actually. The trainer holding the back of the knee just as he went over there and sprawled, just like he might have just overstrained something. Plenty of substitutes available for Sabrina Wittmann. Although that said, the bench does have a slightly unfamiliar look to it for this game, with Mustafa Rojdan and Mika Ham both on the Ingolstadt bench for the first time in their careers. So much so, we don't even know what numbers they are if they do come on. I can tell you, though, that that is Max Plath, who made way for captain Lucas Frode in the starting lineup after the captain came back from suspension. Looks like he's going to get another run out here in the place of David Kopash. They do have quite a few injury issues, shall we say, Ingolstadt, so that the bench is a little bit on the thin side. So 19-year-old Max Plath comes on. So he started at 19 years of age, made his debut from the start on match day 1, then missed 5 games with an ankle injury. Returned as a starter last week and now comes back on as a substitute. Long ball into the area, headed into the danger area. And there's an offside flag gone up against Ingolstadt. 15 minutes to go here, 1-1 at the Audi Sport Park. But as far as Dynamo Dresden are concerned, if they can get the winner, it does look like they'll be top of the table come the end of the day. Unless there are some big changes around the grounds. Cottbus now 3-0 down away to struggling Rot-Weiss-Essen. Sandhausen still 2-0 down at home to 1860 Munich. Did not see that one coming, I must say. Meyer flicks the ball through for Omerken. Well defended, though, by Simon Lorenz. Omerken very much a sort of a will-o'-the-wisp, isn't he? Not much to him. His positioning's been very good in this game so far, as Kopash continues to make his way back. Surprised he didn't get the stretcher out for that, actually. Costly tries to put the ball in field, doesn't quite go the way he wanted. Meyer forced to turn back. Omerken, ball into Sapina. Omerken again, and he flicks the ball in there, headed away from near the penalty spot. Kassar just about beaten to the ball. Lemon might be able to keep this one in. Yes, about to say yes he can, but not if he's fouled by Felix Keidel. Six yellow shirts lining up on the edge of the area. Kopash still slowly making his way back. Looks like he's, say, as he went down there, just like he twisted his knee. Hopefully nothing too bad as the defensive header puts the ball across goal, but it still goes to a yellow shirt. Here is Omerken now. Stands the ball back into the area, headed away again. Only as far as Meyer on the right-hand side. Still under pressure here, Ingolstadt. Lemmer then flicks the ball in. Now maybe a chance to play their way out of trouble here, but that's actually a very good tackle coming in from Omerken to prevent the counter-attack. Nice play, Costly coming forwards here. Still Marcel Costly, that's very good defending from Philip Heiser. Just using his strength just to bump the right back off the ball. Bulkowski coming from what looked like an offside position, but not given, and then the shot from Kanieric. Just tried to caress that one into the corner. Seen wide by Tim Schreiber. 12 minutes to go. The Dresden players may not be aware of what's going on around the other grounds, but I'm sure the fans are. Oh, given away cheaply. Borkowski passes it to a yellow shirt, probably force of habit from the last 2 seasons, playing for Dynamo Dresden. And eventually Borkowski, as the foul goes against him, not allowed to trap the ball between your legs like that. And the free kick taken too quickly, says our referee, Dr. Exner. And we've got a yellow card waved in somebody's direction. Might have been towards Borkowski, might have been towards Heiser, no one seems to know. Sabrina Wittmann, seen her side cough up that 1-goal lead. And I'm sure she's not happy with the defending for the equaliser either. The side have not looked as dangerous in this second half. Dynamo Dresden made some changes, some adjustments. They have been better in the second period. Well kept in play by Keidel. And Marks just gets a little foot in on Kanyaric. He goes down. It'll be a yellow card as well for the substitute. Yeah, just a couple of studs onto the ankle bone. That'll bruise up nicely by tomorrow morning. Well, 10 minutes to go here at the Audi Sport Park. Plenty to play for both sides. That'll be a corner for Ingolstadt. Seems like an age since they last had one of those. Mostly Dresden pressing forward the last 15-20 minutes or so. But now an opportunity from the set piece for Dishanza. Confirmed, Koppus still 3 goals down away to Rot-Weiss Essen going into the last 10 minutes there. Sandhausen yet to get off the mark at home to 1860 Munich, who were 2-0 up in that one. Keidel. Nice ball into the area, and the header goes just wide of the upright. Should have done better from there. Got to get that one on target as Lucas Froder. In fact, it wasn't Froder. It was Simon Lorenz just getting in there ahead of his captain. Looked like Froder actually was being held back there by one of the defenders, but 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I think. Omerkin did well to shield the ball there, but it still goes to an Ingolstadt player. Nicely kept in play by Groening. Costly, though, couldn't quite get the right contact on his attempted cross. Just for a moment, all of a sudden it's Ingolstadt coming forwards, and there's space now over on that far side for Keidel. Nice ball in for Kanyaric. Kanyaric cuts back inside. Can he get the shot in? Schreiber claws that away at his near post and out for a corner. Oh, he had teammates to aim at here, Kanyaric. Went for goal himself. A couple of not happy teammates in there. Another corner comes in. Punched away by Schreiber. The shot comes in, and that's whistled just over the crossbar. Here's the earlier opportunity. Punched out. Set up nicely, actually. There were a lot of players in the way, tempting just to lift the ball a little bit. And before you know it, it's over the crossbar and into the crowd behind the goal. Or it would be if there wasn't that huge slab of, what looks like chicken netting up behind that goal to prevent the ball going in there. Omerkin with just a little miscontrol there as he tried to turn costly. Borkowski now. Couldn't find a teammate, but it's a nice cushion pass out to Keidel. Bit scrappy for the moment there. Dresden just clearing their lines. 6 minutes to go here. Robin Meister hasn't had much of a look at things so far. And we're about to have first appearance of the season for Tom Berger. Usually sits in midfield. He did for a good amount of last season anyway after his move from Rot-Weiss Essen in 2023. Sorry, beg your pardon, from Werder Bremen. But cracked a bone back in March of this year, hasn't played since. Looks like he's about to get his first action. In what, 7-8 months, Tom Berger. So like for like in midfield, one defensive midfielder replaces another. Tom Berger finally gets his 2024-25 season underway. Heise decides not to try and attack down the outside. Nicely laid off by Berger with his first touch. Heise out to Meyer. Meyer cuts back inside. Heise stays wide to add extra width. Omerkin is out there as well. He gets the ball now from Sapina. Here is Heise. Got a wicked left foot on him, Heise. Good cross in there. Flicked on at the near post. Lemmer unable to pick up on that. Little flick from Meissner. Keidel immediately brings the ball forwards for Ingolstadt. Well, Sabrina Wittmann says she won't be happy with just getting the draw from this one, but stays like this will be 6 games unbeaten, and they do have quite a long injury list as well to Ingolstadt. So making do with what they've got basically at the moment. Well, Dresden coming forwards again. Now Sapina to Meyer. Meyer can't quite find the pass through to Omerkin. Picked up by Sapina though on the rebound. Costly is shrugged off. Sapina comes forwards again. A slightly heavy touch though from Omerkin in the area. And Ingolstadt can at least momentarily anyway clear their lines. Heise tries the cross-field ball, flicked on by Lemmer. Climbed well actually, did the number 10, not necessarily one of the tallest players on this Dresden side either. Oh, and given away, Berger now. Still coming forwards here, Lemmer goes past one, shot comes in, but it's a slightly weak one and it's fairly easy to deal with for Marius Funk. Nice first touch to take himself away from the defender there, Lemmer. He's had some... Nearly had a really good game, Jakob Lemmer. It hasn't quite come off for him. Sapina helps the ball out. Oh, and then given away by Meissner. Borkowski gets the ball through to Plath. Plath can't get his cross past Bunning though, who came out quickly to close that space down. We're 2 minutes away from added time in this second half. Still Ingolstadt 1, Dresden 1. A reminder, a win for Dresden here will almost certainly put them top of the table overnight. They could be overtaken tomorrow depending on how results elsewhere go. With Costly with a long throw, flips on at the near post. Calls for a handball at the back post, nothing given by the referee. The Ingolstadt players make their claim. It would be interesting to see a replay, certainly. Long throw into the area. Still not cleared by Dresden. Being kept alive here by Ingolstadt. Eventually chested down. The shot comes in, but always rising over the top from Besushkov. Those long throws really causing issues. And, well, interesting to see just how, as to whether that's a handball or not. The arm is by the side. He's leaned into it there, Lemmer. The question is, does that come off the top of the arm there by the shirt, in which case it's not necessarily a handball, or has it actually come off lower on the arm, in which case it's a Stonewall penalty? Difficult to tell with the replays we've been given. Certainly difficult to tell for the referee in real time, as the ball is drifted into the area and Omerkan about 2 inches too short to get on the end of that one. And we've got 5 minutes of time added on by Kenny Abiba. As Groening has gone down again. Hasn't quite had the impact that he had on debut against Dresden last season. Long ball forward. Groening gets in there. Somehow it's scruffy, but has been well defended in the end by Heise. And now maybe Dresden can come forward. 4 minutes of added time to play here. Everything to play for both teams. I don't think either side's actually going to just sit back either and play for the draw here. Omerkan has options in front of him. Here's Meyer. Meyer cuts inside, has his shirt pulled, and that will be a free kick for Dresden. He was trying to get onto his right foot there, Meyer, I think, to make room for the shot. Just had the tug pulled up. Probably didn't need to pull up, actually, but it's a bit of inexperience from Max Plath. Now then. Well, both Meyer and Heise standing over. Looks like Heise is going to take ownership of this set piece. Lots of yellow shirts to aim at. Drifts a good ball into the back post. Missed by everyone and goes out for a goal kick. Well, it looked like a decent ball in. Thomas Stamm looks almost offended by that one, judging from the look on his face. Flicked on, but then cleared by Bunning. Missed by everyone in the air, hooked over towards Groening, but his layoff didn't exactly go to plan. Dresden trying to play their way out from the back, and Costly's been dispossessed there by Omerkan. And Costly does ever so well to win the ball back from Oliver Batista Meyer. And now Ingolstadt on the counter-attack. Borkowski drives into the area. Borkowski shifts it onto his left foot. And sliding across to block the shot is Lars Bunning. Meissner couldn't quite pick out Lemmer. Costly lofts one into the back post. Groening picks up the rebound, puts the shot in, and it's just wide of the upright. Both teams going for goal here in second half injury time. Neither team would be happy with the point. Weak header from Marks. Oh, the shot, just never quite had the required bend on it, did it? From Groningen. Sorry, from Groningen, not Groningen. It's a town in the north of the Netherlands. Dear, oh dear. Groningen. Well, didn't seem to play the ball at all, but no foul given by the referee. Eventually won back by a yellow shirt and lofted clear by Sapina. Nicely taken down by Meyer. Meyer twists and turns, looks for some space. Eventually, though, takes too long on the ball, dawdles on it, dispossessed by Costly, who now charges forward. Dragged back on halfway is the right back by Berger. Well, I think it's just picked up a yellow card as well. What Vicessa now, by the way, 4-0 up at home to league leading Energy Cottbus. Essen starting the day in the relegation zone. They won't be there by the end of the day. And Marcel Costly now getting a yellow card for taking the free kick too slowly. Must say this referee, Dr. Exner, does seem a little bit fussy, doesn't he? Comes forward, headed away from the edge of the area. It's going to be picked up by Plath. He's just going to try and turn that in first time. And the ball eventually pings off Berger for an Ingolstadt throw. Well, we've had the 5 minutes of 5 added on. We've had some substitutes as well. This could well be the last action here for Ingolstadt. Last chances now. Last opportunity here for Ingolstadt. With the free kick as well. Besuchkov to feed this one in. Plenty of men up here, and Groningen has somehow steered a free clear wide. Oh, that should have been the winner from Sebastian Groning. In the final minute, the final action of the game. Free header 6 yards out, and he steered it 6 yards wide. And at the end of the day, honours even here at the Audi Sport Park, about right really on the balance of play. Ingolstadt deservedly leading at half-time thanks to a sumptuous free kick from Max Besuchkov. His third goal of the season in the 44th minute, just before the break. Tim Schreiber being calmed down there by Jonas Omerken at the end of the game. But it's Dynamo Dresden who have, well, fluffed their lines there, had a chance to go top here today with the results going the way they are elsewhere, with Sandhausen and Cottbus both on the end of heavy hammerings, it has to be said. And at the end of the day, well, Jonas Omerken, a deserved equaliser for Dynamo Dresden just before the hour mark. Just getting the finishing touches onto a move. Thomas Stamm doesn't look happy. Sabrina Wittmann doesn't look happy either. A draw that does neither team any favours. And that's just about right, really, after a to-and-fro game here at the Audi Sport Park. And it finished Ingolstadt 1, Dynamo Dresden 1.